lost faith in politics. They think politicians are only in it for themselves, and given how some politicians behave, you can't blame them. But there are tens of thousands of people in this country involved in politics at the grassroots level, giving up their spare time to knock on doors or deliver leaflets with no prospect of any financial gain. They do what they do because they want a better future for their local community and their country. And despite all its flaws, they believe that politics is the best way to build that better future. To see so many such people here this evening to support them is deeply humbling, and I want to thank you from the bottom of their hearts.
We're an example of what one can do without government investment, and it's been really interesting with Gavin. One of the things he said is that actually he doesn't want to get involved in that kind of usually way that, you know, politicians like to jump on bandwagons for reflect glory. He said he doesn't want to be part of it in that sort of sense because things flourish when the community does it. This is absolutely a community thing. I'm thankful for Gavin in a way. He's been able to get us tickets, like events for young people to go to. He participated in a debate with Steve Reed, the MP for Croydon North. So those ways Gavin has helped the scene, absolutely, but in no way has he just sort of mobilised it or jump-started all those kind of things you really fear.
And I thank Gavin for engaging with our young people. And I could probably put a slideshow up there of all of our events he's attended along the way since I was 14. But also being a constant support and help. Gavin's always answered the phone and been there consistently if I've ever needed anything. And he's always said, well done, thank you, and literally always kind of shown his support when he's needed, but also shown it behind closed doors and said his thank yous, not publicly, which is very nice to know, especially from a politician.
But the truth is that we are dealing with those problems, and we're tackling them thanks very largely to the fantastic campaigning work of MPs like Gavin Barwell. And he is absolutely, so I've known him for years and years, he's an absolutely superb MP, and I'm quite to say that under the Barwell regime, which is very largely coincided by having same with my own, crime in London is down by about 7%, like crime in Croydon, bus crime. And I remember I came down to Croydon to campaign against bus crime right at the beginning. Bus crime is down by 40%, that's crime committed on buses, not crime committed by buses. By your MP, Gavin Barwell, who came to me and said we need to have the police on beat in Croydon, and he was instrumental in securing that 117 extra police that you have. And we'll make sure we'll work that out together, you and I, to keep those numbers high.
He's visited campaign projects in Croydon Town Centre. He's even done lots and lots of Q&As to hundreds of young people. Just watching Gavin speak to these young people, being honest, being encouraging, and being relatable is often something which is hard to find in many MPs nowadays. Many young people, after these Q&A sessions, would say to me, I really like him, or he's normal, just like me.
Gavin has for many years been supportive of us through his appreciation in many different ways of the hard work of our pupils, our staff, and the support of our parents.
Young people are not leaders of tomorrow. They are leaders of the present day. And I am glad that Gavin recognises this, and he seeks to inspire and invest in a generation of talent who with his support shall and will reach their potential.
Now if you go back just not even 2 years, Gavin did probably call me, he had his ear to the ground, and he wanted to know what was going on, what were we up to, were we ready to commit to Croydon, because there was a lot of talk in the market about whether Westfield would do this or whether Hamilton would do this development, and he kept urging me, pushing.
I can tell you that your MP, Gavin Barwell, was absolutely fantastic, and his energy and his commitment to the deal was vital. So, folks, we want him here in Croydon, don't we? Yeah. We want him here in Croydon, but I tell you what else, we want him in Westminster. Yeah. we want him to work, but he's a fantastic local MP. He's also makes a fantastic contribution to the deliberations of that place. Anybody who followed the debate on discrimination against people with mental disabilities will know he is a man of wide interest and a fantastic parliamentary performer.
If we win this battle of ideas, we can transform Croydon into a place that is the envy of people across the country, not the butt of comedians' jokes. Let's make it happen. Thank you very much for listening.